Hello, Dion Johnson here, spiritual advisor, strategic partner, executive power coach to women in board level leadership, to women in senior leadership, CEOs, directors, heads, experts, corporate experts, specialists, industry specialists, women who are at the decision-making tables, at the coalface of senior leadership, women who are seated at the table, leading people forward, women who are part of the decision-making process in industry. I'm here for you. My work is really all about supporting you to step into your power, to influence and to lead important, meaningful change. My work is really all about helping you to discover who you are now that you've walked a while, now that you've been through things, now that you've experienced your industry, now that you worked for that team, failed at that thing, accomplished that thing, now that you've walked a while and you've learned a lot. I'm convinced that you're more powerful than you know. I'm convinced that there's more for you to be and do and say and create and experience and express as a woman and a leader and a change maker at such a time as this. The reason that I'm making this video, well, actually, I've got the camera off now because I'm in my bedclothes and I just felt the unction to press record, but I am not dressed. So the video's off. But the reason that I'm making this message is because there's a few reasons. One is because I have been thinking all day long that I really want to be speaking to you way more often than I do and than I am. This is a theme right now. I'm really feeling the call to speak to you daily, if the truth be told. And even though I set the intention regularly to speak to you daily, um, the resistance is really real, and I don't get around to making a message, recording a message for you. And I really want to. And so I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about how can I make it that so that I come to you more regularly with my thoughts, my ideas. And this is what I'm working through right now. What I know is that uh, I don't just want these to be content for content's sake. I want to share things with you that are not Googleable. This is what I just wrote down. I want to share things with you that are not Googleable, things that emanate from my spirit, things that touch your heart and speak powerfully to your soul. I want to flow. I want to flow with the frequency of heaven. I want to speak with the sound of the spirit. I really want to not just tickle your intellect, but speak to your heart. And so I figure that if I just tell you what's on my heart, then I can trust that this is definitely not going to be Googleable. There's a lot going on in here. But in the hopes, if I share with you what's touching my soul, what's touching my heart, what's touching my imagination, then it will do the same for you. And so today, what what's been on my mind today is a vision that I had this morning. And the vision happened, the scene was like a movie. It was a great big auditorium. It was a great big, like, open outdoor space, but like an arena, and it was filled with all the seats were filled with a big crowd, young and old, black and white, men, women, all kinds of people. There were professional, like, vendors, there were people with their families. It was just a lot of people. and there was a celebrity, and the celebrity was going to go out on stage and perform. And in this vision, I saw that this celebrity was protected by this bodyguard. It was a woman bodyguard, and so there was actually a team of bodyguards, but I was focusing on this one woman who was part of the bodyguard team, the security team. And I just watched that, even though it was the sound was deafening of the great big crowd, and I saw that there was so much movement. People were singing, dancing, talking, shouting, laughing, drinking. There was all of this cacophony going on. But this security woman, this bodyguard, was deadly focused. She didn't allow herself to be touched by the noise. She didn't allow herself to be distracted from all that was going on. She was really, really vigilant. She was sober. She was attentive. She was watchful. And as I focused on this vision playing out in my mind like a movie, I begin to wonder, what was this about? And I got the understanding that what I was seeing was a metaphor for where we're going as women and leaders and change makers who are engaged in this preparation process that my work is really all about. You know, I see that the world of work, industry, boards, leadership teams, we need women who will um, show up as the watchwomen, the overseers, the ones who take seriously their role and their remit for the well-being of their people and their society. They're the ones who have accepted the call, the ones who say yes to the responsibility to find new ways forward. They are the determined ones. They're the ones who believe that things can't stay the same. They say not on my watch. They want people to stay, they want people to be well. They want things to go well. Um, and I believe that that's what we need right now, those leaders who in this hour won't be lured by the pull of the masses or the mass opinion or the popular opinion or the dominant voices. They won't lose themselves in the melee of confusion. Or, right now the noise about DE&I, inequality, about racism and sexism and inequality and inequity. Like, it's so loud, isn't it? But I see that these leaders won't be losing themselves, be pulled this way and that way by all the noise and the cacophony. That these leaders will remain sober and free thinking in the midst of it all. Like, you'll hold on to your truth and offer it fiercely and elegantly. I really see how that movie that was playing out in my mind this morning was a really powerful metaphor for what I think the call is for us. I think the call is for us to really step into our power, to be that watchwoman, to be that overseer, to be that one that protects and that takes the responsibility for well-being in our space, takes responsibility to make sure that we are moving forward in a way that causes no harm to our people, whether that be inside the organization or without, like further out within society. That's what really happened today. I got caught up with this understanding, this realization that this is what we're being called to be: overseers, leaders that insist that we do things right, we do things well, we cause no harm, we prevent harm. This is what's on my mind today, and I'd love to know if you see yourself that way. You know, a lot of the people that I work with, a lot of people that come towards me, they're waking up to this real realization that there's more for them to be, more for them to do, more for them to say, create, experience, and express. And I wonder if that waking up is part of this call to be such a leader as this, to be just like that bodyguard that I saw in my vision today. My name's Dion Johnson. I'm the prophetic power coach. I'm passionate about supporting you if you're a woman in senior leadership who's waking up to the realization that there's more for you to be, do, and say. If this is speaking to you, I'd love to know how it's landing. Please reach out, email me, reply to this, share it, like it, tell me how it's landing for you, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.